Did you know that you can get Shundos for 3 future Megas among the 18 mighty Pokemon featured this wild area? But by the end of this video, you will. Among everything else worth hunting for, and the best tips to help you make the most of it, I also have placed timestamps on the entire video, so you can skip to things you are more interested in. The event will be taking place on the 15th and 16th of November, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. local time. This is a free global event, but you can buy a ticket for $12, which I would highly recommend, because it does boost mighty Pokemon shiny odds. Yes, you heard that right. But more on that later. First, let's talk about everything you can get for free. Starting with the new Pokemon debut in the form of Impidimp, Morgrem and Grimmsnarl, where Impidimp will be present in the wild for the entire duration of the event, and also in 5 km eggs, so lots of opportunities for you to hunt for a shiny, which looks absolutely mind-blowing, for this entire evolution line. Along with that, Grimmsnarl will also be present in 6-star Gmax battles, which can be shiny. 3-star raids will be overtaken by Bewear wearing a wilderness cape, debuting in Pokemon Go for the first time. 5-star Shadow raids will host Shadow Cresselia for Saturday, and another debut, in the form of Shadow Darkrai on Sunday. Though, do keep in mind, all of these raids and max battle Pokemon will have a chance of getting this new background when caught. Event bonuses will include 3 free raid passes each day, meaning a total of 6, plus 1 if you save from the day before. The daily max particle collection limit will increase to 1,600. You will get 3 snapshot photobomb encounters every day, no remote raid limit for both days, and you can remove frustration from Shadow Mons. Also, certain Pokemon will know their legacy moves when caught or evolved into, such as Galarian Rapidash will know Wild Charge, Gardevoir will know Synchro Noise, Absol will know Brutal Swing, Garchomp will know Earth Power, Costume Bewear will get Drain Punch, Obstagoon will get Obstruct, and Meowscarada will get Frenzy Plant. And just like last year, mighty Pokemon are making a return, which means you can catch Hundos or even Shundos of these Mons. Because these Mons have a floor IV of 13, which means you have around a 1 in 27 chance to catch a Hundo or Shundo, which is the best odds you are going to get the entire year, so do not sleep on this. Mighty Pokemon are also between levels 35 and 45, depending on whether they're weather boosted or not. More likely to be XL and XXL in size, and they are more difficult to catch, so Safari Balls are highly recommended. For free trainers, it might be the same as last year, where you will get a free timed research that will reward a few Safari Balls. And you will have a small chance to get them when spinning Pokestops as well. But for ticket holders, unlike last year, you will get a parachute dropping Safari Balls, instead of a timed research every hour. You could also buy a $2 add-on ticket, which I wouldn't recommend at all, if you already have the main ticket. Though this $2 ticket will give you an additional timed research, granting 2 Safari Balls each hour. But be careful when trying to catch these mighties, because last year they did have a pretty high flea rate, but if they are shiny, you need not worry about it. Also, if you do not know how to spot a mighty Pokemon apart, look for the yellow glow underneath the Pokemon on the overworld map, and during the encounter as well, where the CP is hidden. So on Saturday the 15th, you could see the following mighty Pokemon: Wigglytuff, Galarian Rapidash, Tyranitar, Mawile, Absol, Golurk, Hatterene, Obstagoon, and Meowscarada. And on Sunday, we will be seeing Alolan Ninetales, Galarian Weezing, Granbull, Houndoom, Gardevoir, Honchkrow, Garchomp, Drapion, and Weavile. Last year, there was also a mighty Pokemon surge between 6 p.m. and 6:15 p.m. local time, where mighty Pokemon appeared more frequently, each day, so don't forget to hunt in those 15 minutes. I got 5 of my 8 shiny mighties in just those 15 minutes. That's how good it was. Mighty Pokemon will also be spawning on Incense excluding daily Incense, which includes Alolan Ninetales, Galarian Rapidash, Tyranitar, Mawile, Absol, Garchomp, Drapion, Weavile, Hatterene, and Meowscarada. All trainers will have a boosted chance of getting event-themed field research from spinning Pokestops, which will reward event-themed encounters. And if you do any routes during the event, there will be an increased chance to spawn route Pokemon, and your buddy will earn additional buddy candy when walking a route. That is everything you can get for free for this event. But you must be wondering, what do ticket holders get? For starters, you get quite a lot of extra items if you buy from the web store, which is always a smarter choice. Plus you get an avatar item and even more items from Reward Road, so do not forget to claim that too. Increased Wild Shinies, Mighty Shinies, and Safari Balls restock are all the ticket perks I already told you about. The daily max particle collection limit will be increased to 3,200. There will be increased amount of max particles from power spots and exploration. 3/4 max particle cost for unlocking and powering up max moves. 6 raid passes from spinning gyms. 2 times catch candy, increased chance of getting 5-kilometer event eggs from spinning Pokestops and gyms. There will be half-hatch distance. Lure modules will last for 2 hours, and you'll get 6 snapshot photobomb encounters per day. Also between 12 a.m. and 11:59 p.m. local time, each day of the event, you will also be able to do up to 6 special trades per day, and you'll have half Stardust costs for trades. Not only that, incense encounters will be upgraded. You will get access to unknown W, I, L, and D, as well as all of the mighty Pokemon mentioned before. But what's even crazier is, you will also rarely be able to encounter the first mighty legendary regional Pokemon, out of raids and in the wild, via incense. Those being Mighty Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf. Not only are they mighty Pokemon, but being legendaries, they will have a 1 in 20 shiny rate, and they are normally regional. You will also have access to an exclusive special research, which will have you choose a dark or fairy type path, earning 1 of 2 in-game medals, and an additional XL candy and 1,000 Stardust for catching dark or fairy mighty Pokemon, depending on your choice. And trainers that complete this special research will get a new avatar pose. And the ball that the avatar holds in the pose will match the ball that your buddy was caught in. Next up, let's talk about the wild spawns during the 2 rotating habitats, the Lurking Dark and the Fanciful Fairy Hours. Where the Lurking Dark Hour will feature these Mons, among which following are the Mons worth focusing on. But why? Because Alolan Meowth and Fungus are Stardust boosted Pokemon, giving 750 and 500 Stardust, respectively when caught. Also you could grind for both of their candies, because Meowth has a Gmax coming, and Fungus's evolution, Amoonguss, has a paradox coming in the future, called Brute Bonnet, which has the highest attack stat in all of grass types. Other than that, you could hunt for perma-boosted shiny Mons in this hour, such as Alolan Meowth, Alolan Grimer, Sneasel, Nincada and Galarian Zigzagoon. Raid-relevant Mons during this hour include Ghastly, whose evolution Gengar is the second best ghost and poison-type attacker in the game. And it is also the best and only ghost-type Gmax attacker in the game, and will be better than Gmax Grimmsnarl, because both of them hit for super effective damage against only 2 types, Ghost and Psychic. So technically it is better to use Gmax Gengar, as it has also a greater attack stat than Grimmsnarl. Sneasel's evolution, Weavile, is the 6th and 8th best Ice and Dark type attacker in the game, as a Shadow. Houndour is also worth hunting for, because Mega Houndoom is the 18th best Fire type and 5th best Dark type attacker in the game. Dano is also worth hunting for, because Hydreigon is the 10th best Dark type attacker, and 3rd best as a Shadow. And it will have a paradox releasing in the future called Iron Jugulis. Dreepy is also worth picking up for a mid-tier Ghost type attacker, because its evolution Dragapult is ranked 10th as a Ghost type attacker. Next up, Mons that you can hunt for Go Battle League includes Scorupi, because Drapion is ranked 82 in the Great League, and ranked 53 in the Ultra League. Inky is also pretty relevant for GBL, because Malamar
My friend Malamar.
My friend Malamar is ranked 57 in the Great League, and 32 in the Ultra League. Phantom, Trevenant's pre-evolution is also worth picking up, because Trevenant is ranked 72 in the Ultra League. Mons to focus on in terms of future Mega Evolutions are Scraggy and Inkay. Next for the Fanciful Fairy Hour, even though there are no shiny boosted Mons in this habitat, there are tons of GBL, raid relevant, future Mega and Paradox Mons to be hunting for. Starting with the GBL Mons, Cleave Fairy's evolution is ranked 99 in the Great League, and 34 in the Ultra League. Cleave now has a confirmed Mega, which might outperform Gardevoir to become the #1 Fairy-type attacker once it finally releases. Followed by Alolan Ninetales, Alolan Vulpix's evolution ranked 89 in the Ultra League. Jigglypuff's evolution ranked 28 in the Great League. Jigglypuff 2 has a paradox coming in the future called Scream Tail. Togetic's evolution is a monster, ranked 80 in the Great League, ranked 12 in the Ultra League, and ranked 23 in the Master League. Azumarill, Meryl's evolution is ranked 4th in the Great League, and is generally among the best Mons to use in GBL, consistently, for a very long time now. Altaria, Swabbler's evolution is also pretty great in the Great League, ranked 11th overall. Poplio's evolution, Primarina ranked 38 in the Master League. Cottonee is also pretty relevant in the Little Cup, which comes around time to time, ranked 42. For raids, Ralts is a great option to hunt for, since Gardevoir is the #1 Fairy and #5 Psychic-type attacker in the game. Along with that, Mega Gallade is also the #4 Psychic-type and #15 Fighting-type attacker in the game. For Dmax and Gmax battles, Chansey will also be spawning, and it's absolutely essential getting the candy to power up Max Blissey, which is the best general tank and healer in max battles, proving its might time and time again. Hatena will be a great option too, because Hatterene is currently the #1 Fairy-type attacker in max battles, and Gmax Hatterene will be the only Gmax Fairy-type attacker. And on top of that, it is a shiny debut, so all the more reason to hunt for it. Other Mons to look out for are Esper, whose evolution Meowstic is getting a Mega in the future. Klefki is a region-locked Mon, found only in Paris, and Audino gives the most amount of Stardust, 2100 to be precise, when caught. Mighties are all worth hunting for, because who wants to miss out on a potential Hundo or a Shundo? But there are some which if you see, you should absolutely book it. Hatterene and Gardevoir will be worth it for the same reasons I mentioned before. Mega Tyranitar is easily the biggest priority, because it is among the top attackers in both of its typings. You could also hunt Tyranitar for candies, since it also has a paradox called Iron Thorns. Mighty Houndoom will be worth it for the same reasons I mentioned before. Absol is also a great target, because Mega Absol is the 4th best Dark-type attacker, and has an additional Z-Mega coming in the future. All Absol caught will also know their legacy move, Brutal Swing when caught, which they need to be at their best. Mighty Golurk is also a good target to go for, because it too will be getting a Mega in the future. And finally, Mighty Garchomp should be an even bigger priority than Tyranitar, because Mega Garchomp is the 3rd best dragon, and the 2nd best ground-type attacker, with its legacy move, Earth Power, which it will know when caught. On top of all this, Garchomp also has an additional Z-Mega coming in the future. For 5-star Shadow raids, Shadow Darkrai will be more relevant than Cresselia, because it will be the best Dark-type attacker in the game as a Shadow, but will increase tenfolds once it gets a Mega in the future. Though, Shadow Cresselia 2 is ranked 43 in the Ultra League. I will be posting an easy Shadow Cresselia and Darkrai duo on the day they arrive, so be on the lookout for that. 3-star Bewear isn't meta-relevant, but is a rare costume Pokemon that you never know if it will return to the game or not. Egg Mons that you could look out for are honestly all of them, since all of them are pretty rare shinies. And that Tinkadink you see right there? That too has been secretly released as a shiny through eggs. But still, Mime Jr. can be worth hatching, because its evolution Mr. Mime is a regional Pokemon, found only in England. Along with that, this will be a great time to evolve some Pawniards into King Gambit, and Cubfu into Single Strike Urshifu, while you will be raiding Darkrai. Though I will advise against evolving Cubfu, because that is the only one you are going to have in your account. Niantic won't be giving you more, but you can get more Urshifus when its Gmax eventually arrives. The final tips that I would like to give you are to clear your field research stack completely to 0 right now, because you wouldn't want a potential hundo to get deleted if you do decide to catch them later. Use adventure effects accordingly, such as use Eternatus Dynamax Cannon to take down Gmax raids, or Zacian Adventure Effect for raids. Palkia's Spatial Rend if you want to catch more shinies, and potentially more mighties. But mighty and shadow Pokemon attack a lot, so you could either use Black Curum's Free Shock Adventure Effect, which increases catch rate by 25% and stops the Pokemon from moving at all, helping you land excellent throws on a stationary target. Or use White Curum's Ice Burn Adventure Effect, which increases catch rate by 50%, and slows down the catch circle when it's small, to give you more chance to land excellent throws, but the Mon won't be stationary. Alternatively, what you could also do is put a Pokemon as a buddy of yours, who is great buddy or up, to take advantage of buddy assist against these mighty and shadow Mons. You could also increase buddy friendship with these Mons, since you will be walking and raiding a lot at this event. And since you will be walking and raiding a lot, you might want to make use of star pieces and lucky eggs as you should, but be smart, use lucky eggs or star pieces in a party, ideally in a party of 4, so you use lesser premium items for more rewards. Or you could use Dialga's Roar of Time if you are playing solo. Talking of Dialga's Roar of Time, you might be tempted to hunt for Galarian birds, which I would advise you not to, because mighty Pokemon will be worth more of your resources. Because I experienced this personally, when not a single Galarian bird spawned for me, for my first day of adventure in Sensing last year. I do not need to tell you that balls and pinnap berries are a must for this event, and so is the item storage, which you can get 200 more of, if you claim them from the in-game shop right now. And at the very last, since this event is featured around Fairy and Dark, you can Mega Evolve the following to hunt for Fairy Mons. And following to hunt for Dark Mons.